We live in a world where data is power. But what if this power no longer rests in the hands of a few corporations or governments, but is distributed across millions of computers worldwide? A world where every transaction, every piece of information, is immutable and transparent. This is not a utopia, but the reality that blockchain technology promises. Yet with great power comes great confusion. Why does everyone talk about Bitcoin but few truly understand how it works? And what is the biggest misconception that even experts often spread about this digital currency? I promise you, after this video, you will not only understand how it works, but also recognize the profound implications for our future. Don't miss the crucial details I'm about to reveal to you. You might be wondering how a technology that sounds so complex can influence our daily lives, or why Bitcoin, a digital currency without central authority, is causing such a stir. In the next few minutes, we will decipher these questions together. We will dive into the fascinating world of blockchain and Bitcoin, break them down into understandable components, and show you why knowledge about them is more important today than ever. Get ready for a journey that will forever change your understanding of money, trust, and technology.
The blockchain, the foundation of a new era. Let's start with the core, the blockchain. Imagine a blockchain as a digital ledger that is not located in a bank, but is distributed across thousands of computers worldwide. Each of these computers, also called a node, possesses an exact copy of this ledger. Every transaction, every piece of information that is added, is stored in a block. Once a block is full, it is cryptographically linked to the previous block, and thus an unbroken chain of blocks, the blockchain, is created. What makes this so revolutionary? First, decentralization. There is no central authority that has control. This means no single bank, government, or company can manipulate or censor the data. Second, tamper-proofness. Imagine someone trying to change an old transaction. They would not only have to change that one block on thousands of computers simultaneously, but also all subsequent blocks, since each block contains a checksum of the previous one. That is practically impossible. And that is precisely why the blockchain is considered almost tamper-proof. But how are these transactions confirmed in the first place? Here, another important mechanism comes into play, the consensus mechanism. With Bitcoin, the so-called proof of work is used. This means that special computers, the miners, must solve complex mathematical puzzles to add a new block to the chain. The first miner to solve the puzzle is allowed to add the block and is rewarded with new Bitcoins for doing so. This process is energy intensive, but it ensures that the network remains secure and trustworthy without you having to trust a central authority. But what happens if a miner tries to cheat? I'll tell you that in a moment. Now that we have understood the blockchain, let's move on to its most famous application, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the first and largest cryptocurrency, launched in 2009 by a mysterious person or group called Satoshi Nakamoto. It is digital money that you can send directly from person to person without a bank or payment service provider in between. How exactly does that work? When you send Bitcoin to someone, this transaction is collected in a new block. Miners verify this transaction by solving the complex puzzle. Once the block has been added to the blockchain, your transaction is final and cannot be reversed. It's like cash, only digital and global. To own and send Bitcoin, you need a digital wallet. This is like your personal digital wallet that stores your private keys. These keys are proof that you are the owner of your Bitcoins. Your wallet also has one or more Bitcoin addresses, which function like your account number to which others can send you Bitcoin. The value of Bitcoin is determined by supply and demand. There is a limited amount of Bitcoins that will ever exist, a maximum of 21 million. This scarcity, combined with its decentralized and tamper-proof nature, has earned Bitcoin the nickname digital gold. But is it really just a speculative object, or is there more to it? The answer will surprise you. We've talked about the technology, but what truly drives people to engage with blockchain and Bitcoin? It's psychology, the fear of loss of control by central institutions, the hope for financial freedom, and the curiosity about a technology that has the potential to change the world. The blockchain promises trust without an intermediary, a revolutionary concept in an increasingly distrustful world. It appeals to our desire for transparency and fairness by creating a system where everyone can verify the rules, but no one can change them alone. And Bitcoin, It's not just money, it's a symbol of autonomy and resilience. It offers an alternative to a system that many perceive as unjust. The idea that you can control your own money without a bank freezing it or a government devaluing it is extremely appealing to many. We have taken a journey through the world of blockchain and Bitcoin. You have learned that blockchain is far more than just the technology behind cryptocurrencies. It is a decentralized, tamper-proof system that redefines trust. And you have understood that Bitcoin is not just digital money, but a powerful tool for financial autonomy, built on this foundation. The biggest mistake many make is dismissing these technologies as mere hype. But the reality is, they are here to stay and will continue to shape our world. The question is not whether they are relevant, but how you position yourself in this new era. Will you just watch, or will you be part of this change? Continue to inform yourself, ask questions, and remain curious. Because knowledge about these technologies is the key to seizing the opportunities of the digital future and understanding the risks. Remember, in a world that is constantly changing, knowledge is your most stable currency. What will you learn next to shape your future?